All right, we are now cutting across to the last rites that are just about to take place. The hearse carriage that you can see there of former President Pranab Mukherjee, and remember whose career on the national political stage even started though as Rajya Sabha MP and then concluded as the Bharat Ratna and as former president of the country. The reason there is this carriage is because of the COVID pandemic. And we are expecting a state funeral as well in just a short while. He passed away, remember, Monday evening at the age of 84. Already for over 20 days, he had been in the hospital. He had been undergoing treatment. He was critical. He was at the Research and Referral Army Hospital in Delhi. And there was a blood clot surgery. But he then developed complications of a lung infection. He had also caught the COVID-19 and therefore developed further complications. But what a career it has been for Pranab Da, as many had known him. Clearly an achievement as a public figure, and not just as a senior Congress leader, but clearly even for the Bharatiya Janata Party, he had been an important figure. He had managed to keep his political affiliations aside when he was the president of the country, and that concluding his political career in 2017 as well. Remember, he was called as the Sankat Mochan because not just for the Congress party, even if there was any sort of a constitutional upheaval, Pranab Mukherjee seemed to have a solution in place. So he was there 5 years as the president, but sadly after he slipped into a deep coma, his condition had complicated, specifically after testing positive for COVID-19. The state funeral expected in a short while, but because of the pandemic, there will be heavy restrictions. And President Kovind, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, Defence Minister Rajnath Singh already having given their consolations as well. Anand Patel is tracking the passage of the convoy as it goes. So clearly the pandemic here will mean restrictions, Anand, but as we know, Pranab Da's career will only mean lakhs and thousands of people coming out and grieving the loss of Pranab Mukherjee.
Yes, Pooja, the restrictions are there because of the pandemic, and that is the reason why the final cremation at Lodi crematorium, which will take place a little later, has been restricted only to close family members, and no other person is allowed there because of the social distancing norms and the pandemic. But yes, as you pointed out, all the top leaders of the country, be it the President, Vice President or Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the senior Congress leaders, including Rahul Gandhi, paid their tribute at his parents' Raja Ji Marg, where he was staying after he demitted the office of the President of India. And his mortal remains were laid in state since morning today, where he was brought from the RR hospital where he passed away yesterday.
Yes.
And the news was broken by his son, Abhijit Mukherjee. He was admitted to RR hospital on the 10th of August for a surgery because of a clot in his brain.
Yes.
But he also was COVID positive, which complicated the things, and he couldn't recover from that.
And Anand, here, just for the benefit of our viewers, we must explain as well that as per protocol earlier, it is supposed to be a gun carriage, but it is being chosen as an ambulance, as a hearse, because of the pandemic. Would that be correct to say?
Yes, absolutely, because the protocol which was brought out yesterday by the Ministry of Defence, I clearly mentioned that, as per the protocol, former statesmen get the gun carriage, facilitation on their final journey. But because of the COVID pandemic and social distancing norms, that is not being done this time. It will be a hearse, it will be a ambulance in which the mortal remains will be taken to Lodi crematorium.
Okay.
And the cremation will be carried out in the presence of close family relatives. No other dignitary all visitors are allowed because of the social distancing now.
All right, so the visitors not being permitted today, but clearly many would be grieving his loss for the country as well. Stay on with me, Anand, because...
Hello everyone, this is Rahul Kamal here. Hope you enjoyed this video. For the latest news and analysis, like and subscribe the India Today YouTube channel and don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated.